When writing a report, or any document for that matter, it is important that you do your own writing, not swipe someone else's. So let's look at the steps to writing a quality paper. Keep in mind that the goal is for you to learn new information and to teach others that new information. The first step for any writing is to determine what you already know and then what you would like to know. Since all writing is based in what you know, it is important to work out where the gaps are in your knowledge. For this assignment, you will use the KWL method to plan out the information. KWL is a three-step process. In step 1, you write down what you want to know. That is the K. In step 2, you write down what you want to know, which is the same as saying what you want to learn. That is the W. Then you do your research and move to the third step, what you have learned. That is the L. Now let's clear up some wise guy comments you may be tempted to make. When doing step 1, what you know, do not have the attitude, "Nothing, I know nothing." You know something on everything. Push yourself to list things, and if you are unsure whether something is a fact or not, write down what you think you know. So here's an example. If I said Margot Sanchez, and by the way, this is a name I made up for this example, you safely could say that you think she is a female and that her last name seems to be Hispanic. While you are not sure about those two statements, it's a good start. Keep in mind that writing is psychological. You write best when you are into it. Trust me, we've seen your notes to your friends. You can write, and you do get into it when you want to. The KWL method is structured to prep you and walk you through the process of writing. Writing is a process. Think about it. Why do you think the computer application to type documents is called a word processor? You will doom yourself to hating writing and turning it into a steaming pile of dreck if you think writing is done in one step. I can tell you I wasn't sure what I would say for this presentation until I started writing out the script. So remember, writing is like a taco salad. It is layered with different yummy ingredients. So back to my point. Writing is psychological. Find a technique that breaks up the task into manageable parts and motivates you along. For this report, we will try KWL. Let me make this comment. If you are convinced you hate writing and are no good at it, then my friend, you are absolutely right, because you will not be putting your best effort into it. So I'm going to move forward believing you want this to work. If you didn't, by now you would have stopped this presentation and would be surfing the internet instead of tackling this assignment. So the first step is to write down what you know. This puts you in the mood to think and learn. You have opened your mind to possibilities. For this presentation, we will use the example of writing a report on Thanksgiving. So let's see what we already know. Thanksgiving is sometime in late November, always on a Thursday. Turkey, cranberries, and pumpkin pie seem to be traditional favorites. The Pilgrims and Indians shared a meal 1 year after the Puritans landed at Plymouth Rock. The day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, is the biggest shopping day of the year and kicks off the Christmas season. On Thanksgiving Day, college football games are played. Okay, so we have listed a few things we know. We could add more, but I'll move on. Now that you listed what you know, move over to listing what you would like to know or learn. Again, I trust you will not be a smart aleck and write nothing. That is an instant recipe to dismal results. You are a curious being. There are bound to be things you would like to know. Open up to the possibilities. The nice thing is that we have listed things we already know, so this pokes our mind into expanding into things we would like to know. When exactly is Thanksgiving, and when did the date get set as an official holiday? Do other countries celebrate Thanksgiving? How did turkey, cranberries, and pumpkin pie become traditional favorites? How much turkey, cranberry, and pumpkin pie is bought and eaten on Thanksgiving? What is the myth and what is the historical fact concerning the Pilgrims, Indians, and the first Thanksgiving? Did the Pilgrims really wear those crazy buckle hats? When did Black Friday become such a big shopping day, and how much money is spent that day? What football bowl games are played on Thanksgiving, and when did that start? What teams return year after year to play? Again, this is just a small sampling of questions you can ask and want to find out. The purpose of this step is to focus you on what to research and where you may need to look. You may not find answers to all these questions, but in the process of looking, you will find many other really good pieces of information you will be able to use. Also, writing out the things you want to know shows you how much information you should be able to find. It overcomes the, how will I be able to write 2 whole pages on this? Clearly, you can see the possibilities, all the way from pilgrims and turkeys to football games and discount shopping. Now it's on to the What I Have Learned column. Use this column to write down the big ideas and details you find as you research. Once you have written up oodles and scads of interesting things, it's time to map out and write your paper. That process is left for another lesson and working with your teacher. What we have done in this lesson is get you to a point where you have done the necessary prep work to be able to put together an original and interesting paper, something that is relevant to you and informative to others. What we want you to not do is copy and paste a paper from the internet. Use the KWL technique for brainstorming and compiling information. Then when you come to your instructor, he or she can help you sort out the information. If you come to us without having done this, we will send you back to do it, and after that, we will sit with you. Bye for now, and we wish you improved success.